because I didn't, and that was a mistake. Okay, so it turns out I'm really bad at vlogging. I've done a little bit of stuff on the car since the last video. We went through and finished up the rust repair on the front, and I started patching some of the holes in the top of the frame rails and the engine bay, just so that water doesn't get back down in there again. So this is what I've done so far. Still gotta patch that big guy, and then got all that's done. I'm not worried about it looking the prettiest because I'm gonna rust proof and either bedline or undercoat everything. I already did. Down in the holes, it's all rust preventative and undercoating in there, the best that I could do. Obviously, given just spraying it down in there. Oh, I did this as well. VQ is obviously a really big motor, and it's hard to get in and out unless you go from underneath. So what I did on the last car was I cut it here on both sides, and then I have a brace that goes across that holds the intercooler and all that stuff to replace the structure but make it unboltable. So with this, I drilled out all the spot welds and I kind of finished them off. So now this is removable, and it has 10mm bolts. And just grabbing a bolt that go in to hold it in place. And there'll be one here, and then obviously there and there to make this so that it's a complete structure again. And so tonight I did all this stuff, filling in the holes. I'm gonna start on cutting these ears off. I guess I'll time lapse that, but as of now, the front end's pretty much done. Alright, it's cut out. Still gotta clean all that shit up and then trim it right here. So, fun times. Oh, if you're worried about me hitting this, don't. They are the brake lines, but I'm moving all the brake lines from the red car over to this one. So, I do not care what happens to these. Yes, I know I hit them with the saw. I doubt it went through, but they're getting replaced anyways, so it doesn't matter. Sick. I don't know where you went, but I'll find you. There it is. You guys fell off the stand. Good job. Alright, so this shit's all cleaned up. All smoothed out, whatnot. I'm not going to patch panel it here because I don't really care. It doesn't need to look amazing. I'll probably trim this off once I get the lines out of the way. But until then, I don't care. We're just going to make a panel here. I have this, it's decently thick. It's going to go right there. The problem is, you know, it's a whole bunch of curves. So I seen this thing on Facebook where the guy took aluminum foil and folded it all up, crammed it in a spot, and then pulled it out, and it was the shape that he needed. So instead of it taking like 20-30 minutes, he was able to do it in a couple minutes, you know, instead of using cardboard and cutting it and testing it, cutting it, testing it. So we're gonna try that. See if I can set you up somewhere different. Almost dropped you again. All right. Well. Check that shit out. When did that take? 2-3 minutes? Got my little template. We're gonna bring it out here. Lay it on top of that. Trace it out, cut it. I will be back whenever it's done. Quick trim and cleaned it up. here it is. Yes, I know the welds are ugly as shit. I don't care. They'll hold sheet metal. Honestly, the car still has full interior. So I was trying to keep heat to a minimum. Because if I don't do it right, and the carpet catches on fire, then the car burns to the ground, and so does my house. So that is this side. Other than this stupid fucking hole, which I'll do later. I'm not gonna show this side in the video. I'll end it off with this side done, but you get the gist. There's one side down, one side to go. So I'm welding up this right here for where the throttle pedals came from. I remember in like 2 clips ago, I talked about how I didn't care about how ugly those welds were because the car still had full interior and I didn't want it to catch fire. So I'm doing this side, welding those up, and yeah, lesson learned, take the interior out, because I had an amber come down and light the car on fire all the way up there. So yeah, if you're gonna do this, take the interior out first, because I didn't, and that was a mistake.